Hello everybody, and welcome back to Certified Collectibles. This is another episode of First Appearances of the Week. This is May 12th, 2021. We'll be giving you all the first appearances hitting your comic shops today. Now this week there are a lot of first appearances and a pretty good amount of honorable mentions as well. I think we have 8 first appearance titles and about 5 honorable mentions, so about 13 books altogether. So quite a few to go through this week, so let's go ahead and get started for the first appearances of the week ending May 14th, 2021. First up from IDW, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, number 281. This features the first appearance and origin of Sherlock, A New Joe. Next from DC Comics, Challenge of the Super Sons, number 2. This features the first appearance of the Doom Scroll. Next up, also from DC Comics, DC Festival of Heroes, the Asian Superhero Celebration. This features the first appearance of the Monkey Prince. Next up, also from DC Comics, The Joker, number 3. This features the second full appearance of Vengeance, but the first in costume. Next up from DC Comics, Superman number 31. This features the first full team appearance of Shadowbreed. Also from DC Comics, Wonder Woman number 772. This features the first appearance and cover of the embodiment of Wonder Woman's dark side. Next from Marvel Comics, Silk number 3. This features the first cover appearance of Saya Ishii. And lastly, from Marvel Comics, X-Corp number 1. This features the first team appearance of a new X-Corporation, Warren Worthington and Monet St. Croix. So those are the 8 first appearances that we have for you guys this week. I know there's a lot of titles there, a lot to go through. We'll give you our recommendations here shortly, but first let's take a look at our 5 honorable mentions for this week. First up from Bad Idea, Hank Howard, Pizza Detective, and Caligula's Safe. This is a 16-page black and white one-shot introducing the hero Hank Howard in a neo-noir adventure. Next up from Aftershock, Silver City number 1. When a young roughneck lands in Silver City, the gritty purgatory metropolis of the afterlife, she must adapt to her new existence while attempting to uncover how and why she died. Next from Image Comics, Time Before Time number 1. The year is 2140, and to escape a world with no future, many turn to the Syndicate, a criminal organization who, for the right price, will smuggle you back in time to a better life. Next from Marvel Comics, Children of the Atom number 3. This features the origin of the Children of the Atom. And finally, for Marvel Comics, Guardians of the Galaxy number 14. In this issue, Dr. Doom joins the Guardians of the Galaxy. So there you have the 8 first appearances and 5 honorable mentions that we have for you guys this week. I know that's a lot of titles there. There's 13 altogether. So let's go ahead and go through those. We'll give you our recommendations for which ones you should add to your long-term investment portfolio. First up from IDW, G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero number 281. This features the first appearance and origin of Sherlock, A New Joe. Now the G.I. Joe comic book franchise is super hot right now, and this features the first appearance of a new character. This is one we definitely think you should pick up, especially with the feature film coming out soon. Next from DC Comics, DC Festival of Heroes, the Asian Superhero Celebration. This features the first appearance of Monkey Prince, and this is an anthology of stories featuring various characters with Asian backgrounds. So you have Katana, Red Arrow, Lady Shiva, Damian Wayne, as well as a lot of other heroes in here as well. So this is one we definitely think you can add. If you can't pick up everything in our recommendations, you can put this one on your B list, but this is one we do think you should consider. Next up from DC Comics, The Joker number 3. This features the first appearance of Vengeance in costume, so we do think this is one you can add to your collection. Like before, if you can't pick up everything in our selections today, put this one on your B list, but this is definitely one to consider also. Also from DC Comics, Wonder Woman number 772. This features the first appearance and cover of the embodiment of Wonder Woman's dark side. We do think you should pick this one here up. The Wonder Woman franchise is pretty strong right now, especially with all the feature films. A lot of collectors did come back to the Wonder Woman franchise, so this one here is definitely one we think you should add. Next up from Marvel Comics, Silk number 3. This features the first cover appearance of Saya Ishii. Cover appearances aren't as important as first appearances in general, but they've definitely picked up a big collector base over the past few years. So being the first cover appearance of Saya Ishii, this is one you definitely can add to your collection. Put this on your B list if you can't get them all. Otherwise, definitely pick this one up. Now from the honorable mentions, Hank Howard, Pizza Detective, and Caligula's Safe number 1 from Bad Idea. Like we always say, it's always a good idea to pick up all the Bad Idea titles. These are very limited in their distribution. Only brick and mortar stores can carry the Bad Idea titles, and they have to limit purchase to 1 per customer. So very limited distribution. It's going to be a low print run. This particular book is only available for one day for a 24-hour period. So this is one, there's not going to be a whole lot out there on the market. And given just how ridiculous the title sounds of this one, we do think this is one for $1. The cover price is only $1. Pick this one here up, add it to your collection. Next up from Aftershock, Silver City #1. This is a story of a young roughneck who lands in Silver City, purgatory metropolis of the afterlife. She has to determine how and why she died. This is one, sounds like it's going to lend itself very well to TV or film. We always say this is a big driver for these indie titles. Pick this one here up. Also from Image Comics, Time Before Time #1. Another one that's going to lend itself very, very well to television or film. This is the one where to escape a world with no future, individuals can go back in time to a better life. This sounds like it's going to lend itself very well to TV or film. This would make a great feature film. This is one we definitely think you should add. And finally from Marvel Comics, Guardians of the Galaxy #14. In this issue, Dr. Doom joins the Guardians of the Galaxy. This may be a very big deal. It all depends how they bring Dr. Doom into the MCU, into TV series, into feature films. So it really all depends on how Marvel brings Dr. Doom into the franchise. But given the popularity of the character, we do think this is one you definitely should consider adding. If you can't get all the selections today, put this one on your B list, but definitely keep an eye on it. So there you have all our recommendations for the first appearances and honorable mentions for the week ending May 14th, 2021. Please drop some comments in the comment section below. Give a thumbs up if you like this video. And as always, please remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you for joining us here at Certified Collectibles, and we'll see you again next time.